Howdy everybody, welcome back to the start of I don't know why I'm saying welcome back, but welcome to a new series I'm starting, which is going to be movie reviews. So this first episode is going to be on kind of a nostalgic movie for me. And the reason I'm covering this first is because it's the one I've watched most recently. I rewatched it because, it's one of those childhood trauma type movies. And it is Coraline. Now, this movie came out in 2009. I saw it around a year or two afterwards it came out. So, 2010, 2011, something like that. And that movie scared the fuck out of me. That movie was very, very, very creepy. It definitely had a very creepy vibe to it. And there's definitely a lot of scenes. And, I'm going to be kind of covering that in this video as much as I can, but I got to keep this under 15 minutes. I recently watched it yesterday, just because I wanted to see it again, because it had been, years since I'd seen it. It's gained resurgence, like, people talk about it a lot more now, like, it's actually pretty popular. It got pretty popular, probably because of TikTok or something, I don't know. But, it was made by Laker Studios and directed by, what was his name? Henry Selick, I believe, and he did Nightmare Before Christmas as well, and James and the Giant Peach. So yeah, that was his thing, and it's a very, very area movie. So it begins with them Jones family moving in. Alright, they moved to this place called the Pink Palace, and there's a shot when they're driving in, and you could see the guy, Mr. Bobinski, on the roof, and he's just doing some weird like squats on the roof or something. I don't know, some people don't even notice that, but, and I'm going to be talking, I did actually really enjoy the movie, and I really liked the animation. I'm not going to be going fully over the plot, because I probably won't have time to go over the plot, but it was definitely a very, 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 strange movie. And there's definitely a lot of scenes that probably shouldn't have been put in the kids' movie. I'm gonna go over them now. So, there's the whole button eyes thing, which is, already creepy. I don't know how the hell that 9-year-old or 11, however old she's supposed to be in this movie, wasn't just running the fuck straight out of there as soon as she saw her mom with button eyes. Like, come on, man, I'll be out of there. And, there's the whole creepiness of them wanting to sew buttons into her eyes. That's a very, very creepy concept for a kid's movie. There's also when Coraline is in the other world, there's this stage performance, but done by I forgot the names of them now. The two ladies who live in the in that bit with the dogs in it. I forgot their names. They're trapeze artists or something, and they're doing like a little show in the other world. And there's a really weird scene where one of them is half dressed and has, a very large personality, to say the least. And it's a little much for a kids movie. Alright, she looks literally like, she is half dressed. There is barely anything there. And then it's revealed that that's actually a costume, and they come out of the costume. Very weird. And, I think the movie is at its scariest when we see, the other mother become this villain. And we actually see, these ghost children that are behind this mirror. And that's already creepy enough because they've got buttons for eyes and, they're past victims. And there's also just, the other Wybie, Wybie is one of the characters who was added in the movie. I don't believe he was in the book. Him in the other world is very weird. He doesn't speak. Now, the reason he doesn't speak is because Coraline doesn't like him when he speaks and that, because he's annoying. So, the other mother made it so that he doesn't speak in this world. And there's a very creepy scene where you can see that she's actually forced his mouth into a smile. She's forced him into a smile. It's very creepy. I'll have an image up of that right now. It should already be up. And it is creepy. Very creepy. And I'm trying to think of other scenes from this, because there's definitely a lot of creepy shots. I don't have a script for this video, but there's near the end where we see her transform into, this, she gets like really, we kind of see this transformation scene where she goes pretty big and, grabs Coraline and throws her behind the mirror. Now, one of my favorite scenes, which I think is really underrated, is when Coraline goes back to save her parents, and when she's going through the little tunnel or whatever, you can see the door opens, and she sees what she thinks is her mom, and it actually looks like her mom, and the other mother has somehow managed to give herself real human eyes. So, and then she transforms back into her regular look. And, it's really creepy that she's able to just transform into Coraline's actual mom. I don't know why she didn't just do that from the fucking beginning, but, okay. But, that's where the theory probably stems, because there's this whole theory that, Coraline never escaped to the world, which I don't really believe. I think that's a little far-fetched. People just want a dark ending. I think she did escape, just simply because it's they gotta have a happy ending. It's a kids' film, but that I can't delve fully into theories because I'm not. I don't know much about these theories. I just know there's a lot of different fan theories when it comes to this movie. I mean, this movie has got a lot, and I mean a lot of fan theories. Like, Coraline never escaping the real world, and, there's that whole debacle about what was on Coraline's dad's shirt. He had, like, a ketchup stain on there, but it was actually revealed that there was just, that there's actually dialogue that was removed from the movie that showed that it was just a regular stain of ketchup or whatever, I believe. So yeah, there's also the cat, who I haven't discussed. The cat is voiced by, I think his name's Keith David. If I got that wrong, I'll put up his actual name. But I believe he, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to check this after the video, that he voiced Julius in Saints Row. I think he did. I know he's got a lot of roles that are pretty popular. He's a pretty popular actor. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I recognize his voice. He definitely sounds like Julius from Saints Row 1. So I think he is the same voice actor. But yeah, the cat is another interesting character. There's whole fan theories around who he is, if he's one of the kids or something like that, or all that stuff. I'm not going to delve into that because I don't know much about it. But the cat is an interesting character. I actually like the cat. And I like the voice that Keith David did for the cat. I really like the voice of the cat. Yeah. So that's the cat. I can't really remember what freaked me out when I was younger and I watched it. Because I can't exactly remember how far I got into the movie. Because this was a long time ago. You gotta remember that. This was a long fucking time ago. I don't remember how far I got into the movie. I don't think I watched the full thing. I probably left halfway through. It may have been the ghost children that freaked me out, or the other mother. One of those two. There was also that creepy scene with her dad, where her other dad, where he pulled his mouth open, and then his weird hands pulled his face back, back. I don't know. That was creepy. And by the end of the movie, he's like a pumpkin, which is really weird. Really weird. And, there's that scene where he's chasing her through the garden, and, that's once again a pretty creepy scene where he falls through. This is kind of, you could probably gather from this that I have no script. This is literally just me rambling about the movie. I'm just trying to think of different things. But, yeah, this is the first episode. Maybe I'll have a bit better of a script for the next episode. But, yeah. That's all I really got to say on Coraline. And the soundtrack, or the main theme, is once again very creepy. And it's just gibberish, but it is very creepy. I haven't read the Coraline book, but I know there's quite a few differences. I believe the book takes place in England, and yeah, there's a bit of a difference with it. Cannot believe I forgot to mention the opening scene. Now, I said the moving in scene was the opening scene, but my dumbass forgot that there was a scene before that where we see the doll come through this window, and the Beldam's hands, and with the crazy metal hands, whatever the hell, making the new doll and turning the doll into Coraline. Now, if you look at the doll in the opening scene, it looks like one of the ghost children. It is what's her name? Wybie's grandmother's sister, who died. And the doll looks like her. And then, the Beldam changes the doll to look like Coraline. Once again, it's a very eerie opening, especially with, the soundtrack playing in the background. Definitely a very strange opening for a kids movie. I don't know what they were going for this one, but, little weird. But, yeah. So that's about all for today. Next episode is going to be on Monster House. So this series is going to be kind of just a short series of childhood trauma and stuff, freaked me out when I was younger. And next episode is going to be Monster House. I got a lot to say about Monster House. That movie has some of the weirdest, fucking creepiest characters in it. I'm gonna have a whole ass video talking about all creepy ass characters, because it, in my opinion, it is creepier than Coraline. Or at least parts of it are creepier than Coraline. I'll see you next time.